Most of the timber makes the final part of its journey to the sawmills by water, just as it did 150 years ago when Europeans arrived here to harvest what was then perceived as an almost limitless natural resource. Water is a great way of moving bulky objects around, and rafts made of thousands of trees are nothing if not bulky. This is what the loggers call, without a hint of irony, a dry land sort. Sarita, which sounds more like a maiden's name than a location, is a beautiful place, especially on a perfectly tranquil summer Sunday evening, when you can watch the quality of the light change as the sun sinks slowly down in the west. The concrete apron at Sarita is perpetually bathed in water to dampen down the dust when it's alive with machinery, as it is every weekday morning at 5:30. At first, it's hard to make sense of the melee of machinery and logs. But stand and watch for a few minutes and you soon start to perceive that there's a carefully choreographed workflow. The aim is to get between 50 and 60 truckloads of logs through Sarita every day, at 100 tons a load. The boss likes to have a couple of loaded trucks waiting in line, but not too many. The raised bucket is a signal for the next truck to come down onto the concrete apron. The grab is placed against the load to secure the logs while the truck driver removes the retaining cables. The loaders have a number of different attachments. One to push the logs, one to scrape the yard down, and a third for lifting up the trailers. Then the loaders and juicers start laying the logs out in rows across the concrete pad. As soon as the big machines have cleared the area, teams of men come in to cut the logs to length and remove any untrimmed branches or knots. Then government-certified log scalers assess and mark each log for quality and volume. That way the government knows how much wood has been taken off the hill, and the sawmill will know what it's paying for. Finally, the logs are stamped, so that their origin can be traced right back to the original supplier. The loaders and juicers come in to move the logs off the saltland and onto the bunks. Bundles of similar grade logs are assembled before being strapped together. And finally, they're dumped in the water for the sidewinders and boom boats to deal with. The boom boats herd and cajole the bundles into huge pens made up of long logs chained together. The sidewinders and boom boats owe their manoeuvrability to a deep 360-degree prop shaft, sticking down almost through the centre of the boat, and a large 6-cylinder Detroit diesel engine.